Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Skullgirls Mobiles. So for this episode, I thought we're gonna do something different. I'm gonna go into daily events, and if you're familiar with this game, you already know that there is a mode called Accursed Experiments. And in this mode is basically a gold mine for people who are having problems with coins and keys. Every week this mode resets, this event resets, and you will be able to play it once a week. However, if you're still at a level where you don't have very high characters, I'm just gonna show you what characters to use, like who were at some point silver characters and then became gold characters, which we all know is far easier to upgrade and get basically to gold level than actual gold characters. They are pretty costly, and if you're in early game, it's better to get your silvers and bronze up to gold level, less expensive than actually upgrading certain golden characters. So what's this episode about is I can only use those variants who were once silver or bronze, and basically I need to win the whole Accursed experiments with it. This video may be 2 parts, I'm not sure yet, but both parts will be delivered at the same, basically the same day. So here we're gonna start with Eliza in Denial, No Egrets, and Shadow Ops. Now in Denial, Eliza, this one used to be a bronze, which I leveled up and upgraded to a golden one. No Egrets used to be silver, and this Shadow Ops silver also. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna try to win this. Also, before any battle, just click on the little skulls and see the effects that your opponents have. Like in this node, there is Live Wire, which while blocking gain a 50% chance when hit to inflict stun for 1 second. That being said, while you are stunned, you get 100% bonus damage. So I would suggest, so you will have to be very careful with how you play your cards in this game. Let's start, let's see. Okay. Also another thing, if you know Painwheel is a very dangerous variant, so I would suggest so the reason I've placed this one, I'm using Shadow Ops, so she wouldn't have a lot of chance. Okay, she's out. Using in Denial versus Red Velvet. Also, I would suggest to use the good combination of variants. And what I mean to say is variants that are weak against yours. In other words, use, for example, water against fire, like I'm using now. And because you are a low level yet, it would be preferable to use characters like Eliza, who can, as you can see, end it like they're very fast. And another reason I use this Eliza, if you notice, one of her special abilities is getting what's it called? This little thing she has on her now. Every time she uses Sekhmet mode, she gets immunity to all the negative effects. So it doesn't matter how much times she hits a blocking opponent, she will not get stunned while she has that buff on. And there you go, first match done. Another good thing about In Denial is she has a huge HP pool, so you will not have to worry about it. Now let's go with this one. This is a pretty interesting node. So here you have Shark Bite, gain 100 critical rate while the opponent is below 25 health, ignore armor and defense while opponent is below. Basically, the ordinary stuff. But I would suggest if you're like a person who still doesn't have a hang of the characters, I would suggest to see all the fight modifiers before going in. So here I'm gonna use Headstrong Cerebella, and for the last one I'm gonna use Understudy Cerebella, which are both used to be both bronze variants. As for Painwheel, I want to use someone who's fire, but I'm not. I want to use, okay, I'm going to use Rusty, which is also a variant, a bronze variant of Painwheel. So let's go with double. Another thing I would suggest is to block. Whenever the match starts, just start blocking right off, because the characters can have this ability to, they can shoot those special little moves at you. So yeah, I would suggest blocking right away. And whoops. Okay, and swipe. This is a character I don't like. You are easy. This is why I'm using you, actually. Okay. And should be okay. And she's done. Nope. Now the good thing about Rusty is she causes so many bleeds. She causes a lot of bleeds. So, however, her health is not the best. And whoop. Okay, that was my mistake. So, nope. Okay. That was yours, and we won. With between Understudy Cerebella and Headstrong, I would suggest using Understudy because she has more health than Headstrong, and she may not be as she might not have as high of attack as Headstrong, but she can maintain a lot of damage. Like she can hold on a lot of damage. In this note, I would suggest using bleeders, and I'm gonna show you specifically about her Daphilia. I have 2 of her, so I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna put, I don't wanna put Ome, I'm gonna put Graveyard Shift as my Valentine in case I mess up and they get hit, because but her Daphilia has a very low health, so she can be killed instantly. Like it's not so much, she doesn't have so much health. And as you can see, we get a bunch of bleeding on them, on the characters. Basically what you're doing here is stacking as much bleed as possible. On the characters, and she's done. Now with you, okay, come to me. Good. Same thing, repetitive assault, add bleed as much as you can. This doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much she resurrects, because you're gonna just put more bleed on all the characters. And that was a mistake. Nope. All into bleed. And this won't matter much because I have a final stand, which the Valentine gets, and he is already down. So I'm gonna just swipe them. Okay. And there you go. This nod is almost done. Now that we removed their healer, And she doesn't have bleed because she basically died and was resurrected. So she got like a second chance, but it doesn't really matter. And there you go. This might not be enough due to her special ability. Okay. And she's dead. This is another node done. This one. I'm gonna use, now in this one, you cannot use a lot of bleed because of Bloodbath Eliza. Here's one of her special, so you will require someone who is strong. Cold Stones, I would suggest using Cold Stone, who used to be a bronze. And to be quite honest, I want to use, not in denial, let me tell you who has, it's an Eliza, Decrepit Eliza, who also used to be bronze at certain point. They are basically two bronze fighters, great fighters. Now Eliza, Decrepit Eliza, she inflicts 50% damage against an opponent with any active buffs and inflicts 25 bonus damage for each of opponent's living teammates. So if you want to use her, you will have to use her as a first fighter. And it doesn't, because it's her special ability, no matter the buffs that she gets, they don't really have any, or the debuffs she gets, except in this case, oh, she has this curse. Well, it doesn't matter, actually. Again, she's a pretty strong one, so she's a very strong, actually, character, if you think about it. Oh, this was... Okay. Doesn't matter how much you have. And I'm gonna remove it all from you. Okay, she doesn't want to allow me in yet. Nope, 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 nope. We're almost there. Now I think the damage should be enough. Yep. This was a very... Okay. And let's start doing this. Okay, so it's gonna be hard to ramp up some of their... I'm surprised I'm struggling with this. It's like... I rarely struggled with this node. I used to struggle with the node before it because of one of the debuffs. Actually, I forgot to mention the node that we were before. I would suggest using characters who have multiple hits rather than characters who hit a lot, who have basically are extreme or powerful. What's called? Tankers and all other characters like that. I would not suggest using them on node before because there's a certain amount of damage, and if you go above that, you will have to be stunned. And basically that's a game over at that point. Okay, we're done. This was a bit tough. I struggled a bit thanks to Valentine. Always have, if you're unsure of a certain combination, always have a Valentine on you. Now with this one, and I know some may struggle, however for this one I will use Blood Drive or any pain wheel that causes, that has a chance, that delivers basically a very large amount of hits, and Rusty. Both pain wheels. Now, I see again Valentine for support. Rusty pain wheel is a bronze with icy hot. and Blood Drive is a silver character. Now, a lot of people keep saying that Blood Drive is a horrible character, but to be quite honest, you're gonna see what I mean. Why? She can deliver a very huge amount of damage. Now, the problem with this nude is you have to be very fast, because you have, as you can see, a certain debuff. Specifically for her is, it's basically a death. After 30 seconds, I think she dies. So, which is why I have Valentine for this. Okay, and as you can see, we're already down. Okay, so she's gonna go. He hit us. And whoopsie daisies. We're fast on this one. And come on. Okay, this was a very lucky one. And we're gonna get those two together, string them. Oh, I did not realize that you were so low on health. Okay, the second one. Nope. Nope. I don't like how he just stands there. Okay, let's put it on you. Basically, just bleed him. You can use bad hair philia, birthday philia, but it's not. This one, the rusty one, is way faster in placing. Okay, you're gonna kill me. And there you go. Oh, that was a lot. But it doesn't matter. And we won. This was a special node, I think. Yep, we got a diamond key. So basically use these two, Blood Drive or Rusty, whatever one you want. Or if you want to use a Bad Hair Day Philia, also okay. She's also gonna do the trick. Now this nude, this one might be a little bit trickier than the others. I'm gonna go with Beowulf, or maybe, you know what, I'm gonna put her in Doom and Gloom. I don't want to use the most like uncommon silvers or bronzes. I prefer the common ones. Sheltered Parasol. Both of these, as you know, were bronze. And I'm gonna put Hellcat in, who is also used to be bronze. I believe this nude doesn't have debuffs. It just gives a lot of buffs for your opponent. So, oh, this is bad. This is what I don't like. I hate this move. It's such an unfair move. Okay, we're going in, and bam. Now, thanks to his ability, the more stunned she is, the more damage we apply to her. Nope, I'm not gonna give you a second chance. Now with you, I'm gonna use Parasol Sheltered. Okay. Nope. And you should not have done that. As you can see, I'm getting way up, and bam, she's done. We have the last character. Peacock, come on, come at me. Nope. And up in the sky. Go back. With this one, you have to be very much aware. And she's gonna use her unblockable. Well, it doesn't really matter that much, because I have two characters. I'm gonna use Hellcat for this one, actually. And go. Okay. I don't think she's... Okay, she survived this. Surprisingly, she did. And boom. Because here's the thing about Hellcat, she doesn't have a lot of health to her name, so you might want to be aware. And another node done. And we are using only, this is like, I'm trying to use more common bronze. Now, with this one, oh, this one will be a little bit tricky, so I would suggest using someone like Perminator. Maybe I should hold on to him to where use someone a little bit more common. You know, I might go with the same characters right now I have. So let's see, if it doesn't work out, I'll just change them to someone else. Okay? So let's go. Okay. And... okay. You're gonna attack me this way. Which doesn't really matter, again. And in this one, the trick is you can't use blocking because it drains your blockbuster, so you'll have to be fast about it. Okay. I don't need with this character any blockbusters, to be quite honest. Hitting my target is something that will do the job. And okay. So she is done. Okay, that was literally my problem. And with you, I don't think... a very underrated character, actually. And we are done. We won this node. Again, those are common bronze characters I'm using, who I leveled up to gold. I would suggest you do the same, because there's a lot of bronze characters who are really good. Now this node, you'll definitely need one Valentine, which is why I kept her from that one. And I'm not gonna use Beowulf, and I'm gonna use... where is she? I think I'm gonna try using Badher Philia, because again, the same reason, because they're bleeders, so they will bleed the characters out faster. Okay, yep. And you are set. However, you might... okay. Not gonna allow you. Okay. So with her, we're done. Again, fast character, and as you see, okay, we have a bleed on you. So we can switch now. I might lose this one. No, she's going strong, okay. And it doesn't matter what you have, you already lost, since you have 3 bleeds. Once your final stand is over, you are at dead meat. This might kill her, actually. Okay. Timing is everything, actually, so... oh! And this is why I said they may kill her off, and... okay. Alright. We won. 3 times. I think they have the ability to stay alive 3 times. And we finished the chapter on 100%, getting all the rewards possible. And this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you want to ask about any other combinations or would like me to use any other combinations, please don't hesitate to ask, and see you in the next one.